I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every...
It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and our focus goes to Jalen Johnson. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Packers and the Bears under the lights on Sunday night.
The sun is set in Chicago. The temps have dipped and will continue to do so. Jacket and blanket weather. It's that time of year at Soldier Field. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, the beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 24 yards the gain there, another 1st down as well. Looking to throw. Williams. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Tier 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Rocco switch, Rock, alert, alert.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. They got his man complete. And he'll have it past across midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
On play action. Love to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Gano's kick is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
On second down, here's the option.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Looking to throw. Williams. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Quay Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now Williams looking to throw on second down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
He's going to use his legs here.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there. Self at second down.
You look at this Packers defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now we just max protect that offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make stays up. We'll soon find out.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off play action. Williams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, Swift. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Off the play fake. Williams.
And this one too low.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by completion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown Bears.
A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads. field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Here's Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. Against the upset.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Out to the left here to Reed. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40.
It's a gain of 10. And the Packers 1st down.
Love looking to throw it. Now this aired out deep for Reed.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll roll him out right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
Back to throw. Williams. That is caught. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
This is Swift on the counter.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And they'll try to run the option here.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek. We'll take a break. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal.
On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they bought the lead up to 4 now, 10-6. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Love now on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
That's caught inside the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. He will push his way down to about the 14. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Throwing. Love.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. I think a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
A 3rd field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Love now. Flush to his right. That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. A final shot before break. Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Justin Fields, terrific in the win, as his guys upped their mark to 7-4 with the victory. From there, we check on the other Pennsylvania team as we head east to see what's happening with the Eagles. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. Jalen Hurts, strong as usual in the victory as his guys run their record now to 7-3. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And now off to the races down the right side. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game, the kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Williams. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Love now to pass on first down. That's complete to Dobbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Oh, he shifts past him. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a toss for Swift left side. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devontae Wyatt providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, and they'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Love rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hurry.
Now Love. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw now. Here's Love. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds here. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play. Wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped. Good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your... And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Bears 10. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Williams.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again.
They'll set up the screen for Herbert.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that's out.
And I think the ball's out. And the Packers pick it up. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made. 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw again.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. Looking to throw. Williams.
Dropping this underneath with Herbert.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll get that underneath to Herbert.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Williams now operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Out of the end zone. It's now 3rd and goal.
Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Williams got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once again, it's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So now the Bears down by 2 touchdowns. 1:16 remaining. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here's Williams throwing after the interception.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now Williams to throw on 3rd down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Green Bay, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype